2024 is almost over, and after the TGAs we can now look at 2025 to see what is releasing soon. So let's check the games that will be coming out in the first quarter of 2025. January will be a slow month, even by January standards. It will mostly be just ports, so it's a good month to work on the backlog. On January 16, we'll get the HD version of Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Switch. This port will also include the levels that were exclusive for the 3DS. This release just makes me want to see the next DKC game though. Dynasty Warriors Origins is launching one day later, but given how the marketing for this game has been non-existent, I do not have high hopes for it. The 23rd of January will be a packed day. The PC port of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be out, the Switch port of Guilty Gear Strive will be out, and the re-release of Star Wars Jedi Power Battles will be out. Of these three, Jedi Power Battles is the one I'm interested the most. I played a lot of Jedi Power Battles back in PlayStation 1, and I'm curious to see if the platforming sections of this game have been improved. After the botched release of Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, Sega made corrections and is now releasing the PC version, renamed to Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. On the 30th, Sony will release the port of Spider-Man 2 for PC. Great for PC Spidey fans. Closing the month is Citizen Sleeper 2 Star Wars Vector. The sequel was announced some time ago, so I had completely forgotten about it. Be prepared to read a lot though, the first one is worthy. If January was a slow month, then February will be the opposite. It's so packed that I feel some games will end up being hurt. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 opens the month releasing on the 4th. 1 week later we get Civilization 7. I'm happy that I get to play this game on release, but I'm starting to notice that the minimum specs for games are starting to get closer and closer to my specs. Urban Myth Dissolution Center launches 2 days after Civ. It is a visual novel game focused on solving paranormal cases. I talked about this game on one of my Steam Next Fest videos. Check it out. On the 14th, Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out. Let's hope it's not a broken mess. And on the same day, Tomb Raider 4-6 Remastered comes out as well. I was hyped for the first trilogy remastered, but when it came out, I had so much stuff going on that I never got around to play it. So this one will probably have to wait until I get around to the first one. Avowed releases on February 18. The last trailer really helped clear out a lot of people's worries about this game. I hope Obsidian gets this win. On the 21st, Sega launches Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. I'm still getting through Gaiden, so this one will be going to my backlog. On the 28th comes out Monster Hunter Wilds, the big release of this month. I was certain that they would show a new trailer during TGA due to them always getting into Geoff's shows during this last year, but they just noped out and released an overview narrated by Daisy Ridley for some reason. March will also be a slow month. The difference between it and January though is that January was mostly ports, while March just doesn't have many games releasing. Split Fiction was revealed by Joseph Fares in the Game Awards and released on the 6th. You can click above to check what I thought of it. On the same day comes Suikoden 1 and 2 Remaster. It's weird seeing Konami releasing games again. 2 weeks later, the definitive edition of Xenoblade Chronicles X launches on the Switch. With this, I think all the Wii U first-party library has been ported to the Switch, but correct me if I'm wrong. On the 21st, Atelier Yumiya releases. I wonder how it will perform since this is the first full new Atelier on all platforms after the success of Risa. The first Berserker Kazan comes out on the 27th of March. I still don't understand why they went with a realistic looking trailer in the Game Awards when the game has anime character visuals. Killing Floor 3 currently is scheduled to release in March, but given that we are less than 3 months away and there's not a hard date yet, I won't be surprised if it gets delayed. These are the releases for the first quarter of 2025. If you want to talk about a game I left out, leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.